Hi, welcome to the PoliticAL update with me, Alexandra Acker-Lyons. I pay attention to the political news so you don't have to. This is the advice I give to my millionaire clients, and you get it for free. It is Friday, April 10th. Hello from my very tiny, poorly lit New York City hotel room. I get to go home this afternoon. So, jumping in, we have lots of news in Wisconsin. Chris Taylor won the state Supreme Court race there. It wasn't even close because of the amazing infrastructure that has been built there, and because we were able to define the race early, didn't have to counter Elon Musk's billions trying to bribe voters. And we now have 5 liberal women on the Wisconsin Supreme Court, which is absolutely amazing. Also want to note that Alicia Halvensleben, which is like just the best name ever, also won Waukesha mayor in Wisconsin, which is a really important suburb of Milwaukee. Really big win. More womentum, as we have coined it, women winning awesome races. Georgia State Supreme Court races are up next in May. The Justice Project, not the criminal justice one, this one's focused on state Supreme Court races, is helping draw more attention to state Supreme Court races, helping liberals and Democrats win more of these races. I will put links to donate to the Georgia candidates in the notes. Also in Georgia, we once again, Democrats overperformed in the special election to replace Marjorie Taylor Greene. But I am begging people, please stop giving to candidates just because they are running against terrible Republicans. So this is we overperformed. We didn't come close. We have seen this time and time again, where someone is running against an evil Republican and they're able to raise millions of dollars online in a race that is just not winnable. And I am all for putting some long shot races in play. I have been a broken record about expanding the map, but a lot of these races are just way too far out of the realm of possibility. So, it's okay to give like a little token money to someone and say like, good for you. But if you have a more limited budget, we just need to be more strategic about that. Also, in terms of strategy, Donald Trump endorsed Steve Hilton in the California Republican primary. We have been waiting to see if he would endorse and waiting to see if Republicans would coalesce behind one candidate or the other, which is a huge help to the Democratic candidates. So, hopefully that means we get at least one slot. We also saw, finally, after like literally years of rumors swirling about Eric Swalwell's bad behavior towards female staffers, some of that finally came out this week. He has denied it. There is some interesting language in these statements. It's a little, there's a lot of parsing of language is how I would put it. And women who work in politics share intel with each other, and like we kind of know who some of the bad actors are. So interested to see what impact this may have. Again, he is denying these charges. I am still very much Team Katie. A lot of people I know are supporting Tom Steyer. I just don't think he'd be a very good governor. I know people like to have businessmen in these roles, but I'm not in favor of self-funders in executive office. It means that there is no accountability, and they're able to kind of spin it to voters as like, oh, I'm not beholden to special interests, but it also means you're not beholden to voters when you can just kind of buy your way in. We have also seen this backfire spectacularly in many, many places, including a very long history in California of self-funders imploding. So, yeah, 5th largest economy in the world, and the race is a total mess. Not awesome. Speaking of not awesome, Iran! I don't even know where to start on what a mess all of this is. And I am not a foreign policy expert, so I will let other people do that analysis. The one thing I can say is that the fissures that we're seeing in the MAGA coalition after Epstein and after this are very real and are very good for Democrats. And, I hope that we're able to end this conflict quickly and without giving even more power and concessions to Iran. It's not awesome. But the astronauts are coming home, and that is awesome. And I have a space-obsessed kiddo, and it has been fun to have that happen again. See all the pictures of all the women in the control room who are helping to do it. There was a really great post on, I think, Instagram about a teacher who was asked by her young students whether or not there were any girls on the spaceship, and she was like almost crying, saying, yes, there are. And, I do think we have to do big things. And I finished reading Project Hail Mary this week, and I'm excited to go see the movie. Dream big, because we don't know what we will discover. Okay, 2028 has begun. Happening like literally a block away from me in New York City is Al Sharpton's National Action Network convening, where a whole bunch of 2028 hopefuls are speaking and starting to woo the critical black vote in the Democratic primary. I'm interested to dig in deeper there. I have not been able to pay lots of attention to what individual candidates have been saying. And then it is behind a paywall, unfortunately, but Hotline, which used to be the Bible for all things political. It was my favorite thing in the early 2000s to sit down at my desk with my lunch and read the Hotline. Has a really cool tool where they're tracking where all the 2028 wannabes are going. So I am considering paying for a Hotline subscription, in part to be able to get that tool, because I think it'll be very handy coming up. So my shout out of the week goes to New York City cabbies. They are just in a class all their own. Their aggressive driving makes me happy. I love a good beep. As a New York suburbs native, I still drive like a New Yorker. And I remember many years ago, 19 years ago now, when I was doing a conference in New York with my team, I said, if you get into a cab and they say, oh, which route do you want me to take? They're kind of testing you to see if you're a tourist. And I said, okay, so use this line. This time of day, it's anyone's guess. And I know of one staffer who still uses that, and it just cracks me up. And you use your friendly cabbie rather than Uber when you are in New York City, and talk to them, because you'll learn a lot. Okay, have a great weekend. Thanks all.